Coming from R&D, a question comes to my mind naturally, that what if a developer's application fails?
Good question. Depends how we understand failure. If I interpret failure in terms of failing to impress the end users, then it's quite easy, the answer, because the whole idea of looking at our networks as a platform and exposing our capabilities is exactly failing fast as a concept. It means that you can try and test applications with almost no cost at all associated. And also, if the applications fail to impress, then it didn't really have any significant consequence. So that's, I think, the easy answer. And of course, if the application then succeeds, then you will really achieve it through this application programming interface built capabilities, a quite nice time to market. If we interpret, on the other hand, the failure as misbehaving applications, then I have a good news. The whole concept of network exposure has a product network exposure function in its heart that protects the network against misbehaving applications, against attacks even to the network. It hides the topology of the network, and every single application is authenticated. They are actually checked for the policies, what kind of APIs, what kind of capabilities they can access. And that protects, first of all, the network itself. And second, it actually also protects the subscriber data integrity.
I see. And how Nokia network exposure function can really become the heart and the enabler of this new ecosystem?
First of all, by implementing 3GPP standards by itself is a great benefit, because these interfaces will be the same across operators. But not every application is that simple. So quite a number of specific applications need more than what 3GPP provides. And working with cutting-edge application developers, 5G new services from industry verticals, we learn and derive new service logic. And this is how new APIs are born, serving these new capabilities. In this respect, Nokia network exposure function becomes a sort of a service creation environment. It abstracts the capabilities of the network. It creates a programmable environment so that you can develop a new service logic and you can introduce new APIs. This way, you are providing a meaningful business sense, a meaningful service in addition to what we already have by 3GPP. And I think this is fundamentally a new toolkit that application developers have. But by the way, since you are heading the R&D for this function, it would be nice to hear from you what the R&D actually is doing to create a foundation for this platform.
We are building Nokia network exposure function to be a 100% cloud-native application. It contains microservices. It is container platform agnostic. And in order to support the developers and the startups we are actively working with, we are releasing daily software builds, and we are also providing them online support next to our standardized Swagger API documentation. One example of our recent deployments in the US, we have 18 network exposure sites deployed together in one solution, and it's a fully geo-redundant solution. Just to imagine the scale.